Just leave me alone, you creep.
I can't even accept myself and my vulnerability. Why do you feel a need to run away or to chase someone who is already a part of you? Ultimately, this journey is all about revealing all of the unreasonable conditions that your brain is.
Meanwhile, fight.
Alright, that's Tony Sayers on YouTube. Twin Flame Deception. This would be, I don't know, the fourth time I've attempted. I don't know what's going on here, but I just want to throw, like, we was talking about some good shit before I got cut down, and I just keep having problems with this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to speak with the camera or not. This continues. Like, I want to throw red flags out there when you're searching for information on looking to separate yourself from the system. People out there, if you're listening to someone and they're not mentioning a bunch of names from people they've learned from, I would consider that a red flag. This work was like it was built off. You know, this isn't anything anyone learns on their own. You know, this is built off decades and decades of previous people's research. Everything you've got that comes today was built off someone else's fucking research. If you get into studying enough, reading enough books, you'll recognize those quotes when you come across them and see them in other people's work. And that's the tale. Like, yeah, well, I know where you took this from. Why don't you give it credit? You know, because not everything's published. Not everybody believes in publishing their work. Like take Clint Richardson, the Straw Man Story. That will never be published. And it was just like the Founding Fathers had done during the Revolution. There's a lot of work that was not published. It's like, duh. None of those were published works. We're not given ownership. This is it wrapped yourself up in a commercial system, even claiming the work. You know, they use pseudonyms a lot of times. Like, they didn't want to be directly tied to it for one reason or another. Let's see. I've not been feeling so hot the last few days. I've done debt discharge. We'll put it that way. I've got receipts. My credit score went up more than 100 points within a month of doing it, and you know, I've worked around and come up with some of my own processes. I don't like using someone else's work. It doesn't tell my story, so it just doesn't work for me. I've got to alter it, change it. I've got to essentially make it my own if I'm going to use it. I'll give you a word of advice or a tip or a hack or whatever you want to call it. Don't make claims. That's very fucking helpful. I don't think I could express how fucking helpful that would be. Ask questions. Like the whales there. That's the approach I like to use. I know the system. Money. Well, they say the banks create money out of nothing, but without our signatures, the bank ain't making shit. So essentially, the way I see it, we're the ones creating the fucking money. We're the ones, our asses are on the line. And the taxes, when you volunteer for that system. But there is a wealth of information out there, and it's not easily found. It's taken me, well, 20 years, and I still find people. I'm still finding people who've done some great work, and I try to keep up with everyone's names that are worth keeping up with, people that's done work that I feel like there's some value to it. The big one I like, I think this speaks volumes here. Okay, I'll be in there in a second. Is Tragedy and Hope, a history of the world in our time by Carol Quigley. Oh boy. Yeah, I write my books, notes and stuff too. I would like to buy another copy of this, the clean, crisp copy. Not for any particular reason, just to have another one around. I actually would love to have the first publication, but I ain't got that kind of money to put in a book. I'd say if I did, I would have it. Almost certainly would. Spent some money on some books. Okay. 350 for Scarlet and the Bees. That was one of the more expensive ones. I had 3 copies of Morals and Dogma from various years, before and after the I think they did an edit in 1954. This is off my memory, so do not take that as like a solid foundation. It's bad. I'd have to go back and look. But I'd had, let's see, it seemed like I had one from the early 1900s, one from the mid-50s, and one that was printed in I think maybe mid-60s or something. Morals and Dogma is a great example of someone not giving credit where credit's due. Howard Pike, he even says so in the book, that he makes no distinction between what is his and what he had stolen from others. And it is what it is, but there are people that tell you this and that and everything else. Unless you fucking verify it and know it for yourself, you don't know it. That's essentially what it comes down to. And there's a lot of people out there that don't even know how to research. It's a skill. It's something you learn how to do gradually over time. Where to fucking find your resources. The internet's a great place, sure, but it's even better is getting your hands on like actual hard copies. And it's not always possible, but if you have a certified record or someplace, you know, like people usually trust if it's from if it's got a .gov. So those sources. It'd be hell to get. I'm coming. Jeez, Mom. I'll make a cup of coffee and get back with it. I've got receipts from everything I did with my. I did some debt discharge. I discharged everything on my fucking credit report. Everything that was there. It's not really that hard. I'm thinking about taking out some credit because I did it and I didn't use my credit. I didn't use it for like 6-7 years. I mentioned this, but I don't. It's not in this video because I've tried this like 3-4 fucking times already and it's crashed. So excuse me if this is kind of all over the place. I know what I've already spoken about. To repeat that conversation is not gonna happen. But it's in my head. Like I know what I'm spoken about, and for the most part. I'll make a cup of coffee and we'll try this again. Maybe we'll have some better luck with getting these out when as I try to get this information together. I've got filing cabinets and files. I'm not the best organized, so I'll have sources. I might have to dig for it. It may take me a minute to locate or put there here. And I really need to work on putting stuff together and getting it. And that seems like a mountain of a task in itself, not to mention all the other responsibilities and duty calls that comes with life. It feels like when I think about organizing what I've got, it feels like walking to China with a broken fucking leg. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, that's gonna be a long walk. So not that I can. It's gonna take me longer than it may take me longer than it will. You know, someone that was in shape to run a marathon. I used to be able to run. And I loved it. I could run freaking long way. It's all in the mind. This is the same thing with lifting weights or anything else. The mind is the biggest limitation. It is. It's like in weights, it's not all muscle. Their tendon strength is the key to really lifting a lot of weight. That you get these guys that are smaller, and you would easily underestimate a man that works on tension strength and being able to just roll your world. It's kind of like imagine someone being able to take 250 pounds and a 30-pound barbell, throw them together, flinging some bitch up in the air and catch it like it was nothing, like you were playing with a toddler. That kind of strength, and it's pretty cool. Hell, you look, these guys run around carrying fucking horses, and they don't look like these guys you see today. They look like big, chubby, fat motherfucker, you know. So, say what you will, but I'll post this and see if I can get my thoughts together. Come up with something more to post.